who are the candidates? And this is why I think Wayne stands out to us here, and that's why they're making a big play for Wayne, is because who are the candidates and who could possibly coach Parramatta now that Brad is gone?
Well, other premiership winning coaches, Wayne Bennett managed Maguire. Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it, sitting out there?
Yeah, it is, unless you do what the New Zealand Warriors did and what the Canterbury Bulldogs did. And
who is the next? Who is the next?
Jason Rolls?
Blake Green, Newcastle Knights, Adam O'Brien assistant, has got a fan club in the game, and his name's been mentioned this afternoon. Jason Riles, then the same old guys, Dean Young.
Dean Young.
Willie Peters, would he be?
He's just signed with OKR,
But
literally last week.
You got Justin Holbrook, who's doing a terrific job as an assistant at the Roosters. I don't know where they go. This is all just speculation.
But the thing is, Buzz, you get rid of Brad, and we just spoke about Brad, right? Yeah. He's a great,
you think you need a plan B.
coach, but just couldn't get them that premiership. So if you get, again, we talk about it every week, if you're going to get rid of a coach, you want to bring a better coach in. Yeah. So, you know, all those guys you mentioned are really untested or have been tested and have failed. No disrespect, but, you know, so...
Well, Blake Green, Jason Riles and Dean Young haven't failed at all, and they're sort of the...
No, they haven't. They're untested. They're untested. They're not failed. They're untested.
No, they are untested, but unless we give these younger people...
But are Parramatta willing to get rid of an experienced coach for... Have you spoken to them about that?
Well...
For a rookie coach?
I touched on it, and the quote from Jim Sarantinos, quote unquote, was, "We will search the rugby league universe for the right head coach for the Parramatta
Did he
Eels."
say that he was out of the race for Wayne?
He indicated to me that he was of the opinion that Wayne had committed to the Rabbitohs.
So it was just an opinion?
He did not say, and I've got to say this, he did not say that he won't ring him again tomorrow morning and say... But he had a...
So he's still hopeful?
I think he's resigned to him going to South. That's my view, and I'll stick to it.
Do you reckon there's an 11-hour bid? Just a little bit more.
No, well, look, they've had a lot of bids. They've been talking for 3 weeks. They flew up there, and, you know, the chairman and the CEO to meet Wayne face to face.
It seems so strange that they've been so honest about a failure to land this candidate when it was unnecessary.
I think what... Just so we go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, let's put Wayne to one side because we've spoken about him. I think it's interesting you used the quote about they're going to search the coaching universe, right?
Yeah.
So often in rugby league, everyone plays Mr. Nice Guy, right? And we look at who's currently off contract or out of a job. Is there a possibility that a big club like Parramatta go after a current coach within a job? It very seldom happens within our game, but I'm looking at big coaches in jobs. Hasler at the Titans, or even Andrew Webster, who's done a fantastic job over at the Warriors. Is it a play to is there a chance that they could make a play to him to bring him back to Western Sydney?
Oh, look, the last coach I can recall who was actually under contract and jumped, and he was in a bit of strife for it, for breaching a contract, was Des Hasler jumping across to Canterbury from Manly all those years ago.
But it happens.
Oh, yeah, it did happen. Todd Greenberg was the CEO at Canterbury at the time, and he was under investigation for a while for trying to entice someone to break a contract. Look, as I said, I don't know where they're going to go. Why did they come out and talk about Wayne Bennett? I wrote a column after that game debacle in Darwin when they conceded 40 points and suggested Sean McElduff, their chairman, was in denial that the board could not recognise there was a problem. They were going to miss Wayne or opportunities to go that way. I think what they've done today is showed their sponsors and their fans that they have had a whack at the best in the business, and they're very serious about it.
Yeah.
That's the only positive I could get out of it.
I think they're throwing the kitchen sink at him as we speak, in my opinion. I think it's not over. Yeah. I think they are making a last-ditch effort. That's why they've made the call today. Not to disrespect Brad, he's done. They're going to try and secure Wayne, and South are nervous about it, and they should be.
Big call, mate. Big call.
No, I think South will keep. I think South will keep him, but honestly,
it's an evidence-based call, is what it is, because it doesn't stack up.
No, it doesn't.
There's too many red flags.
The man I spoke to had given up, all but.
No, he hadn't given up.
He had.
He didn't say that he wasn't going.
There's far too many red flags
Sorry, I
here.
didn't know you were listening to the phone call.
Well, it was on
mate.
loudspeaker.
No,
It was on loudspeaker.
We need to
No, I'm
get some
joking.
spotters at
I
the
just
airport,
write-
see who's on the next
Oh,
flight.
you
Join
can't
us.
afford to have another fight here.
You want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? We'll go outside.
You want the chin-chin?
You know Wayne well, Gordy.
Yeah, look, I think I said it 3 weeks ago, maybe on the show. The club for Wayne's Parramatta. Looking at Wayne, knowing what it is, I know his ego, I know how it likes to be stroked, and I think South, he's been there. I reckon he's done that. I reckon Parramatta's his club.
But he won't go there, I'm telling you. He wants to go to South. He loves that club.
Have you spoken
he
to
didn't
Wayne?
quite get... No,
Have
I
you
don't. I don't
there you
speak to Wayne.
So how do you know that he is not sitting there going, Parramatta?
Just from various people I've
Gotcha.
spoken to, that it's done at South.
And you're one of the best in the business.
Oh, no, I'm not
I'm
saying
hearing
that.
the same. But like Buzz he's usually on the money.
Can we play this tape back on Monday? You declare
I'm hearing the same thing, but like Jimmy and like Gordy, I sit here and you're watching it.
I'm
There's
not
something
believing
not
it yet.
right here.
Because I didn't realise Brad Arthur was going to get sacked. Looking at it, I think some of the players need to have a really good look at themselves and be a bit more accountable in their Parramatta jersey. Watching what they tossed up yesterday, and I do feel sorry for Brad. So I was shocked, and then now I just look at Wayne and go, "Hey, hold on, the big fella hasn't signed,
and he's got form.
and he's got form at doing this." That's what I'm looking at, the form. So
I think you're being a bit harsh with your
No,
form
because if it's a
business.
race
Like when
car,
he
you
left
just look at the
Canberra-
form. Hey?
When he left Canberra, the Broncos
Well,
were
like he
launched
did.
into the competition. He had the blessing of the Raiders. McIntyre to go and do the job.
And then Broncos to
He
Roosters.
didn't break it. Sorry?
Broncos to Roosters.
Well, that was a different story, yeah.
And then Newcastle.
You got a
when he
problem with
left-
Wayne?
Don't turn it around when I'm
No,
just
I'm
talking
asking
about fact. I'm just talking about fact. No, I've got a great relationship with
Oh,
Wayne.
good.
You trying
I've
to
got a
create
great-
another
You did
feud.
have a great relationship.
I do have a great
You're
relationship.
the one that doesn't
with Wayne.
talk to him, not him.
Oh, yeah, mate.
Well, look, when I say I don't talk to him...
He doesn't know the more importantly. He doesn't
I'll
talk
tell
to
you
you.
something. I'll tell you why I don't, because people like Peter Bedell and Brent Root, who broke the story on the Telegraph website, have a better relationship, so I don't waste for whatever it costs to bring him.
Buzz,
We've got it covered.
good work. You had your ear to the ground. Good information. Thank you very much.